Hello guys, Ritz Blues here. First episode of Let's Play Rogue Legacy. So this is a roguelike platformer. And as you can see, it's got some interesting combat elements. All the character classes in this game have very similar combat styles. You have special items that cost mana, but your basic attack is a big honking broadsword. The roguelike elements in this game include permanent death and randomly generated dungeons. There's also a backstory in the background, so I'll make sure that you guys see that as we play. So there's several different classes, but I haven't actually finished the game yet, and it's been a little while since I've played. So I honestly can't say what all of them are, but as I encounter them and unlock them, I'll describe them to you. This is our first member of the Legacy, Sir Lee. He's always the first knight, and he's a knight. And I'm doing very badly for the first map here. Anyway, you have a limited amount of hit points. Oh, and it can be difficult to recover them. So yeah, we're off to a great start this playthrough. I died on the first screen. But that was pretty action-packed for our first air. Anyway, every time you die in Rogue Legacy, you have the option to pick a new heir. Interestingly enough, you can replace the names of the possible characters with different names in the file. So I replaced them with various characters from RPGs or things of that nature, or personal friends. I opted to go with Lady Trell this time. Every time you die, the gold that you collect is inherited, and you can upgrade things. Unfortunately, I did terrible, and I didn't get to keep any of it. To return to the castle, you have to pay Sharon 20 gold, or however much gold you have on you, to enter. So Trell here is a dwarf. She's much smaller. And so the advantage with that is it's potentially easier to avoid attacks. The disadvantage is my sword is also tiny, which means that you have to get a little bit closer to hit stuff. Ooh. Trell also has a unique characteristic of being a hypochondriac, which means that she over-exaggerates just how badly she's taken damage. In reality, a hypochondriac only takes the first 2 digits of the number that they throw out. So, doing pretty good here. Well, I mean, aside from the fact that I'm almost dead again. Anyway, in Rogue Legacy, there's a whole bunch of different breakable items that may contain gold or other power-ups, which you can collect gold and pass down to future generations as your legacy to them, and be able to unlock new stuff. Oh. The rooms in the castle will vary, but the overall castle layout is always the same. The forest is to the east, the Maya is to the north, and the underground is, well, yeah, I think you probably can guess where it is. The first time you play through Rogue Legacy, your experience will be very similar to mine. Even the first area of the game feels challenging. But once you get a few moves, a few things unlocked, and you just practice enough, things get a little easier. I figured I'd start from the beginning though, so you guys can see just how much pain it takes. Alright, now this is a fairy chest room. If I complete the objective, I can unlock a rune, or possibly a plan. And there's traps everywhere. I got it! Retaliation rune. Of course, if I take any damage, I'm gonna die anyway. The floor has those little spikes that will spring after you touch the floor, but you can walk pretty quickly off of those without actually springing them. Just don't hold still. Alright. Well, let's go up. Oh, yeah, that might be a little challenging. What the hell? So, these little throwing stars are called conflux, and they didn't do me a lick of good. Alright, well, that's the end of Trell there. Perhaps our new member of the family will do better. So let's see, we've got Lady Adea, the Barbarian, Lady Lulu, the Knight, and Lady Terra, the Knight. All girls. Alright, well I already showed you the Knight, so let's go with the Barbarian, shall we? Now, Lady Adea has PAD, which I believe is peripheral arthritic disease, something like that. Oh yeah, so there's the Blacksmith. And other upgrades that cost money, and as long as I have money, I'll keep doing that. So here we go. We got our first upgrade. Knights into Paladins. So now we have the ability to block using the special button. Get the magic upgrade and a weight upgrade. Weight allows us to equip more gear. And I've only got 50 gold left, so I can't afford anything else, either the Enchantress or the Architect. Alright, so here's the Blacksmith, and he needs blueprints to build new stuff. And I got new blueprints for, I believe, a pair of bracers, but I could be wrong. And there's a few default ones, like the small sword upgrade and a helmet. And yep, bracers. I believe the knight limbs are the ones we picked up. No cloaks yet. Alright. So this is the spell that I've got here for my barbarian, and it varies randomly. This is a giant sword barrier, blade barrier. It's kind of nice for certain things, but overall it's not a very useful skill. Alright. So let's see what we can do this time. Alright, already got an interesting room to start with. Now the barbarians are different from the knights. They have a little less strength, so they don't hit quite as hard. But their base hit points is higher. They also don't have shields, which the shield is more for show for the knight, but the paladin can actually use it to block. So the nice thing about a barbarian is you can take a couple more hits from full life than most other classes. Alright, so here we get a chance to see what PAD does. And if you notice, PAD, which is peripheral arthritic disease, means that I don't have blood vessels in my extremities, and so these spike traps aren't being set off when I step on them, so I can safely stand on spikes, or at least the retractable ones. Ouch. Man, even with the bar, I'm not doing so hot. Oof, what a tricky room. Whoa. Man. Oh, crap, one more hit. Okay. And take it safe. Oh! Thought I had him. I forgot I'm playing a barbarian. Those things take 3 hits, not 2. I have to remember that next time. So, yeah. There's the first couple generations. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. You know what? Let's do one more before we call it an episode, shall we? So what do we got here? We have Sir Shadow the Knave, and we have Lady Adea II, who is now a paladin, and have Lady Rydia the Knave. Let's just stick with a bunch of girl characters as my heirs. Alright, so I got 300 gold to spend. I'll go ahead and unlock the Enchantress, and I got 200 left over. So she can put runes on any of the 5 weapon or item slots that I have. So I'll demonstrate here. So the runes can be used for a lot of different things. They can be used to give you new moves. They can be used to power up certain weaponry so that you steal health or steal mana on attacks. Some of the best ones early on, though, are the sprint rune and the double jump or multi-jump rune. And those are available right from the beginning. You just have to buy them. So I'm actually going to go for the dash rune, the sprint rune. The nice thing about that is if you hit either shoulder button, right or left, you dash in that direction, which also allows backward dashing to be pretty easy. In addition, we have chakrams, which is the best magic spell in the game for the spell sword, at least, and it's a pretty solid spell. Alright. The Knave has that dark skin and it's got the smoky wisps going on there, but the thing about the Knave is they have very low hit points, but not the lowest. They also have the chance to deal critical hit damage, but their base strength is the same as the Barbarian. So sometimes, there we go, you'll get a crit like that, that deals considerably more damage. And there are runes and items you can equip to increase that crit rate such that it's actually useful and a little more predictable. Alright, what we got here? A bunch of traps. Another Doomvis. I'm actually pretty bad at dodging a lot of the stuff in this game. Alright, these guys shouldn't be too terribly difficult. So the knights are pretty slow. They wait and they counter-attack you. So as long as you keep your distance and just watch for their wrists to come back, you shouldn't be hit by them. Unless you're in a tight spot. Early on in the game, you want to break everything you see just so you can get more money. Ah! There we go. Chests. Chests always contain good things. Either lots of money, or a rune, or a piece of armor or something. Alright. Alright, let's see what else we can do here. Yeah, let's be careful there. Alright. Watch out for that. Yeah, this is not a good place to be. Watch out, there we go. So yeah, if you pay close attention, the knights aren't too terribly difficult to deal with. They're just beefy. Ooh! The carnival! Alright. So these will have a randomly selected game. And there's only 2 of them that I know of. One of them's the knife game, and one of them's the axe game. Let's see what it is. Alright, we got the knife game. So the knife game, we get 10 knives to throw. You gotta hit 10 targets. You get more gold each time you hit one. Needless to say, it's kinda tricky. Especially when you stupidly hit the back of a barrier like this. Come on. Ah. Definitely not gonna hit all 8 targets. Got it. Alright. Got it. Alright. But I'm out of knives. Wow. That's not very nice. Oh well. We got some pretty decent money out of it. 530 is a pretty decent chunk to take back if I die. Whoa! Hello. Leave me alone. At least those cannons can't reach me. Pop some barrels here. Oops, missed a coin there. Alright. I can't reach the meat. I really wish I could reach that. Ah, crap, I thought I made that jump. Wow, I'm totally dead the next time I get hit. So this little passage here, there's a little dark tile that I can go under if I have dwarfism, which sadly I don't have. If only my first Trell could have found that room. Oh, man, I'm just like doing terrible with these Shurites. Alright, well, I think I'm done. We'll play more another time. Thanks for watching, guys. See if you like these, like and subscribe, and otherwise I'll see you next time.